ora, Bestie Boos, you're back. Episode 8, I believe.
You know, when you just played that music, then it still blows my mind that we're doing this. When the music came on, I was like, what the heck? Imposter syndrome.
Yes, we'll kick it off with our highlights, lowlights. I went first last week, so I believe it is your turn.
Cool. My highlight, I've really been enjoying the school holidays. Yeah, I've just had these 10 days off, which has been awesome. Spending lots of time with Miller. Just generally, it's been great to have a break
Just
off
not
work.
working.
Yep. Low light. Oh, God, I'm missing work. I just need some routine in my life. I just need
Really?
to get back to it. Yeah. 2 days out from going back to work, I was like, shoot, no, I'm getting a bit scratchy now. Need some routine back in my life. Need some more stimulating conversation than a 5-year-old who's just obsessed with Minecraft.
Oh,
He knows
mate.
nothing about it, but we've been to the movie. He loves the Happy Meals. Doesn't know how to play the game.
He just knows it's like a vibe and a craze, and he wants
Yep.
to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So he's a bandwagoner.
Yes. Wonder where he gets that from.
Oh.
Yeah. How about you, gal?
My highlight was going to the Warriors game on, is it Saturday night? Friday night. My sister won tickets to it, which was
Hey-o.
pretty cool. We thought we'd miss the boat on the whole thing. But what I didn't expect was a halftime performance from Savage.
Yeah.
Let me see your hips swing. God, he just tore up that place. And he had the Royal New Zealand Army Band doing the music. And
Amazing.
they were even moving around with swag. I was like, this is a whole thing. It was actually so good, gal.
Yeah.
It was so good.
You rang me from afterwards, and to see the atmosphere in the stadium, it was so good. I
Yeah.
had massive FOMO.
17,000 sold out. It was awesome.
Sheesh.
My low light, Luna is in the process of dropping her nap in the daytime. So she's been emotional, she's been unreasonable. And what made it even worse was this week we were behind on an immunisation.
Right.
So we had to get that one in. And
What happened?
she's so put out by it.
What do you mean?
Because she's hit the age now. All her other immunisations, something's happened. I've cried. She's gotten over it.
Oh, yeah.
But she's at the age now where she's like, I don't understand why this lady has come and hurt me like that.
Yeah.
And so when I say to her, Luna, what did the lady do to you? This is what she says.
She pooped me. She pooped me.
Oh.
What does that sound like she's saying?
I know.
She pooped me.
She didn't
She
poop you on.
me.
Oh.
So she's saying that you feel real bad for her, but then you also want to laugh.
Yeah, and be like, poked. She poked you.
Oh, bless her. I know. But yeah, we're in the thick of it at the moment. Something that exciting that happened was GHD contacted us a few weeks back. They
Yep.
gave us a styler each from their new Futurescape collection, which was
Yeah.
just amazing.
I've been bloody loving it.
Oh, me too. I feel fancy when I use it.
Same. I think especially because it came with that like heat-proof matte sort of
Bag situation.
Yeah. So I've got somewhere to put it and it's all nice. And yeah, I'm loving it.
Mine's a duet blow dry, and I feel like it looks like I know what I'm doing with my hair.
Yeah.
So that's really nice. But we have been putting on our Instagram page, Bestie Boo Show, if you want to follow us. GHD was so kind to offer up a GHD gold hair straightener. It's in Mystic Aqua. It is so pretty.
Yeah, it's your colorway.
Oh, all the GHD stuff is my colorway, girl.
Fair.
But everyone was entering on Instagram. We got close to nearly 1,000 comments.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for the support on there. It was like awesome.
So just before, we drew a winner out. It's very exciting. This is a drum roll I've prepared. Kate Dixon!
Yay!
Congratulations to you. You have a new Mystic Aqua GHD gold hair straightener coming your way.
Get a Kate.
I know,
Love that for you, Hon.
Actually, everyone else is like, damn it. The nap situation with Luna.
Yeah, how's it going?
At first, I was like, oh, this is not so bad. But when the days started accumulating that she hadn't had a nap in,
Right.
you start feeling those effects.
Yeah. I found it too. Just all of a sudden they're awake for 12 hours straight. And I was like, oh, that's a lot of entertaining. And what am I going to do to for that long in the day. Like, how am I going to cope without a break? Like, I know it's about you, but what about me?
I know. I was really enjoying the built-in lunch break.
Yeah.
Because when she first started doing a lunchtime nap, it was 12 to 2. And now it's down to like 1:15 to 2,
Yeah.
but it's more like half an hour. But what? I'm still putting her in
Yeah.
to bed because she still needs some downtime. But there's been, because of the immunisations and stuff, there's been a couple of times where she actually has fallen asleep. And I don't know what's worse, dealing with the kid who hasn't had a nap or waking up a kid from a nap, like in this scenario, because she doesn't want to get up. She is grumpy.
Yeah. And bless her heart, but your kid in particular, not great to wake from a nap.
Very strong-willed, isn't she? So I was on Instagram and, Jess Ehrlich's, she does all the poems online and stuff on her Instagram. Amazing. And one popped up and I was like, this is me. I'll read it to you.
Okay.
The name of it is called I'm Afraid of My 2-year-old. It's true. When she wakes from her nap, the earthquake begins. She hates me and loves me. I can't pick her up and she wants to be held. She is half not sure and almost certain, partly asleep and mostly awake. I'm saying too much. I'm not saying enough. I am panic, dressed in calm while she screams fire. So I spend the next 30 minutes offering her everything and nothing. Dancing on eggshells, contemplating if naps are worth it. Contemplating life. They say all you can do is be there, like it's some easy bloody thing. And then a small tremor, a long sigh. She's back. My sweet, fiery, terrifying 2-year-old, like nothing ever happened, when her hands cup my face like all is forgotten, while I sit in the aftershocks cuddling her on the couch.
Oh.
I was like, oh my gosh, that's me. She is an
Relatable.
earthquake.
Yeah.
And then when they've gotten over it, they've had the big wobbly and they're like, okay, new page. You're sitting there like...
Yeah. The aftermath.
Like when I get to 7 p.m. at the moment, because thank God with daylight savings, we've gone to a 7 p.m. bedtime. I honestly just go outside and I just sit in a chair and I just stare. And I go, oh my gosh. Because you just want to get to bedtime so bad.
Yeah.
And then you get there and you're just like, huh,
Yeah.
who am I?
Yeah. A shell of yourself.
You're a shell of your former self.
Oh, man. She's such a beautiful writer, eh?
Oh, stunning.
Yeah.
That transition period with you and Miller, how long did it take sort of to get out of these grumpy woods?
I don't know, but thank God for preschool doing some heavy lifting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was inspired, though, by Jess and her work. Decided to write a poem of my own.
Oh, get it.
The title of my one is called Nap Drop Wine Pop.
Love it.
She dropped the nap, now it's all gone to shit. Rubble, make it a double, mum's having a fit. Bluey's no help, my patience is broke. Hard out thinking it's time for a smoke. Honestly, I'd smoke a crayon at this point.
Oh, my goodness. I love it. Well done, gal.
Thank you. Yeah. My new career as a poet is on its way. New trend alert. What is up with these weird dolls?
I don't know. I just started seeing them everywhere. I don't actually know how to say it, but I am calling them Labubus.
It must be.
Yeah,
It's
surely.
Labubu, isn't it?
I believe so.
Labubu.
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 So they're plush.
Okay, I actually touched one yesterday in person, held one. I know somebody who has one, and I went for a visit and I was like, you need to get this thing out. And she told me all about it. So I've learned a lot in the last 24 hours. So pretty much they're a collectible item and you buy them blind. So yeah, they release drops. We're up to drop number 3. I found out it just happened super
So
recently.
as in like a mystery box.
Yes, they drop a very small select amount to make it really hot property, I guess. And if you're lucky enough to be one of the people that purchases it, it arrives and it's in a box and then I think in a bag. So there's a range of colours in the drop and you don't know which colour you're going to get until you open that bag and get this little terrifying chunky monkey kind of key ring that is a bit furry and kind of a bit... Some people are kind of saying cute, but like they're a bit scary to me. And
Scary.
yeah,
He's going to bite your finger off.
Yeah, it was a bit much. But people are using these to accessorize their really gorgeous handbags, like designer handbags. People are whacking them on the chain.
Well, I did see Laura McGoldrick. She is a presenter for Sky Sport, and I'm sure she does other things too. But on her Instagram the other day, it looked like a nice bag. I don't know what it was, but she had one on there, and I thought, Laura, beautiful woman, beautiful bags. Not sure about your doll, hun.
I can't relate, eh?
No, this is making sense to me now about the boxing things and stuff, because my friend sent me a video on Snapchat the other day of her unboxing like a little toy, which was it was a bit quirky, is the way to say it, and it was more her style of toy, something a bit alternative.
Yeah.
And now I'm guessing that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's I don't think everybody would like it. I don't think it's like a main.
No. Well, we did the poll on Instagram, right? And there was only 12 people that said they have one or want one. There was a couple of hundred who were straight up hard no, and then there were about 100 people who had no idea about them yet.
You know, there's something about the whole mystery thing and not knowing what you're going to get and completing a set. Like, they do it to kids all the time, like with supermarket promotions and stuff. It works.
Yeah. My friend that I visited yesterday who owns one, that's what she said. Half the appeal is she doesn't know what she's going to get.
Yeah.
What's it going to be? So they had this release over the weekend, and she said she had like the computer, 2 phones, and a laptop, all trying to get it. There were 2 drops. They did about 4 hours apart. Both of them sold out within 30 seconds. She missed out both times.
Wow. So that's legit, like it was to try and get tickets to the Eras Tour for Taylor Swift. Multiple laptops, multiple iPhones, whatever you've got. Come join the party.
Crazy.
I looked up some facts about this before you were going to talk about it, because I was just interested. They start from anywhere between $60 to $1,700 for one of these.
That's cooked.
It was designed by a Hong Kong artist. The company Pop Mart that makes them, their profits have doubled since releasing this doll. It's been seen on Lisa from Blackpink, Laura Atwood, some celebs putting them on their Versace bags.
Maybe that's the issue. We don't have designer handbags.
Oh, and if you have the bag, then you were like, that's cute.
Right.
We don't have enough style.
No.
Oh,
That new one you got from Farmers yesterday. It's really cute, but it's not good enough.
It's only good enough for a squishmallow.
Yeah.
Recently, I've been talking a lot about my life and what happened in the past few years with obviously Sam passing away, leaving More FM, having a baby, all of those things. A few people were a bit miffed about how I lost my job in this whole scenario. And the thing is when you, like with MediaWorks and lots of other companies like this, once you go into talent, you go into fixed term contracts.
Yeah.
So when I was about to go back to work, I had 3 months left on that contract, and I assumed they would have given me a new contract for the next year, but because of everything that happened, we stopped there, finished that contract, and haven't.
The conversation hasn't been picked back up.
Oh, just
Oh, gal.
Well, we still talk and stuff, and I'm going to work there again next school holidays. But no, there isn't a job there right now. And it is really hard. 10 years there, mate.
Yeah.
So you will relate to this. Actually, I think it's actually kind of similar. What happened to us, but different circumstances. But I left my role after 10 years. It felt like I lost my identity leaving that role, as well as obviously what happened with Sam.
Yeah.
But last year you got made redundant, and you'd been there, nearly 10 years?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd been there 9 years. So, I'd been working for Ryman. People probably know the company. They're nationwide. They're a retirement village operator. And I worked in their head office. And, I'd been there as part of the marketing team, and I looked after all the national partnerships.
Sarah did some of the coolest things. Everyone, all of our friend group would always be like, oh my God, look at Sarah's Instagram, because she was going to New Zealander of the Year. She was going to Black Ferns games, because you organised the sponsorship for those things.
Yeah, I had the best job. I bloody loved it. It was so good. And I was also really proud of it because I felt like I was really acing it. Like I'd been in that role for like 4 years.
You'd grown into it, and you were growing the role now.
Yeah. It was good, and we'd really been ticking off some of the stuff that our team wanted to achieve with those partnerships, and like landing the Black Ferns. That was an epic one for us. And at the time, there was no dedicated sponsor for the Black Ferns. People sponsored the All Blacks, and then they did the Black Ferns as well. But there was no one just solely sponsoring women's rugby in New Zealand.
And a
So-
side note on that, we've mentioned this in a previous episode. Sarah's on a committee for a rugby group where she's a bleeding heart. She's amazing, and so like this genuinely aligned for you. You were doing a job in marketing that you were skilled in, and then you were combining it with passions like women's rugby. Because for you, the chance to support a female sport like women's rugby meant a lot to you personally.
Yeah. And you guys might even remember a couple of episodes ago I talked about one of the lowlights of my week was a partnership falling away, and that was the partnership between Ryman and the Black Ferns. So that was a real tough one, like, because, it's a Rugby World Cup. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't want to get behind them, but, you know, the conversation's bigger than me, obviously, because I'm not there anymore.
But then they started having a lot of changes at your work. I remember you started getting concerned when your CEO left.
Yeah, one day we came to work and found out that there were changes coming that had been spoken about for a while. So we sort of all, you know, it was all simmering away, but nothing had happened for months and months and months. And these things happen. You know, you hear people talking about redundancies, but I'd never really been part of anything like this. And then, one day we came to work and it was announced that the CEOs of both countries were made redundant pretty much, I want to say, effective immediately-ish.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I think they only stuck around maybe like another week, and then the process kicked off for people at my level. I'm really quite an emotional person. I like thrive on connection and like talking to people, but the process was very sterile, very like HR were always involved. The meetings
Scripted?
involved, people reading scripts off the computer, and like it kind of felt like there was no space left for any sort of emotion because
Yes.
that wasn't part of their plan. Like they knew that they needed to read what was ever on their on their computer and just get through it. And it was just really tough to deal with.
Also hard job, like not to diminish how you felt in that moment. Tough job for people doing that to other people. Oh, I couldn't think of a worse role than having to disestablish other people. Yucky.
I know. Like I have gone through 9 years at this company, the last like 4 or 5 in this one role. And every time my performance review comes around, people tell me, there's nothing more you could be doing in your role. You're already, if you were anywhere else, you'd be at management. You'd be doing this. Like, you're doing an amazing job, which is awesome at the time until it comes time
And
for
that's,
this.
I think, what is so hard with these things, eh?
Yeah, it was tough going. So, they took us through the process and we could decide whether or not we wanted to apply for one of these roles that was on offer. And man, I went for a walk that afternoon when we found out at work. Went on a walk around the car park with my buddy who I've known since the day I started there. And she was not in our team, but going through the same process in her team. And she said to me, Sarah, I'm not going to put my hand up. I'm out. Like, this place doesn't love me enough to, keep me around.
It's kind of like a relationship, eh? When you think about workplaces and stuff, it is. It's a different form of relationship. And like that girl's right, she wasn't feeling valued and cared for. And like when you've made to feel that way, it's really hard to be the loyal person you've always been to you. Yeah, that's tough.
I know. And up until that moment, I hadn't even considered that was an option, even though I was devastated to think that I would apply for a job and go through that process, which they had warned us was going to be tough. They said, there will be interviews, there will be like challenges to test you and all this stuff. And I was like, why do I need to...
Why do you need to be tested? You already...
I know, but why do I want to prove my worth for something I've been worthy enough to do
this
all
whole
these
time?
years?
Yeah. Oh,
I know. So, and it just hit me. And I rang Michael when I drove out of the work car park that afternoon. And he was like, just don't do it if you don't want to. And I was like, that's all I needed. I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm done. Because that's the other thing. Like, it's like, even though I felt like I was reclaiming the power and taking that back, I still felt like my hand was forced.
Oh, yeah.
So it was tough, man. I
understand going to Michael and needing him to say it's okay, because you sometimes, it's like...
Well, we're a team, you know, and that affects his life and Miller's life
totally.
as well.
But that's what I mean. But him giving you that permission takes a massive weight off your shoulders.
You were so good to me during those times, gal.
What did I do?
You were. Well, I think I remember I must have left early and like I got here and you'd like already had a gin waiting. That was great. You took me out for brunch.
We went to the driving range, didn't we?
Yeah.
As well?
Went to the driving range, smashed some balls.
Yeah, that's not what Samuel did when he was wanting to have fun.
I think I remember saying, I can see the appeal. Like, it was very nice. It was a beautiful day. And yeah. So, then after that, I just decided, nah, I'm choosing myself. Like I'm feeling really done and really hurt.
And I suppose in that moment, it doesn't, like, you are choosing yourself, but it doesn't necessarily feel like it because
No.
you're walking away from security, you're walking away from money,
Yeah.
you're walking away from the environment that you've been in for the past 9 years. So it's
Yeah.
like even choosing yourself, it's not easy, gal. So you should be very proud of yourself for
Yeah.
doing it. And now, tell people about now what's happened.
Oh, well, yeah, geez. Sliding doors moments. Like, as soon as that door was being slammed shut in my face, like, at the same time, somebody who had been with Ryman that had moved on about 6 months earlier than that reached out to me and said, hey, if I ever had an opportunity come available on my team, do you think you'd want to know about it? And I said, well,
Wow.
you wouldn't believe it. I have just decided not to put my hand up for a role here, so I am a free agent. Before I bloody knew it, I had a week off in between to sort of like have a bit of a mental reset, and I've been in a new job since December and been loving it. But it was just it's been really bittersweet because even though I've been absolutely loving the new role, it's still so hurtful because to see your old employer recruiting for new jobs and doing stuff like that, it still feels like really personal. And
It's
I'm
like
like,
an
not that I
ex.
want to be there, but like, what?
You want them to be actively grieving you. You want
Yeah.
there to be, we miss Sarah Doreen banner up in reception. Things have
Yeah.
not been the same. Everything's fallen over
Yeah.
because you poured so much time into it, gal. So normal.
One of the hardest parts was my direct manager. Her and I have become such good friends throughout the years, and I had decided that I was going to ring her and tell her personally that she wouldn't be seeing an expression of interest come through with my name on it. And shit, man, that was hard. We never thought that there was a team without us in it together. Like, we've often joked before all of this, wherever you go, I go. We're a 2-for-1 deal. Like,
Yeah.
this is, like, we just had so much fun doing all that stuff. So that was really, really hard, losing the people.
Work besties are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah.
Like, that's me and Lana. We are work besties. Whether she will agree, she has to agree to it, whether she likes it or not. We're still work besties. But yeah, they are. And like, but you can still have those relationships outside of work. And you've probably
totally.
learned that now, that you
Yeah.
probably still talk to her all the time.
Yeah. And someone said to me at the time, like, 6 months from now, and it sounds so cliche, but like 6 months from now, this will be the best thing that you've ever done. And it bloody was. Like, I now know, even moving into this new job, I have better boundaries and just wanting to make sure, even though I can still give all of myself to my job, that I leave room for me too, because I did give so much to that job that I had. So, yeah, I guess I'm aware of different behaviours and just making sure that I've got, I don't know.
Are you trying to say to me that everything happens for a reason? It's all an opportunity for growth?
Yeah.
Unsubscribe.
Boring.
I wanted to talk about the countdown delivery driver, okay? I did that thing where you pay like $28 a month and you get as many deliveries. It's like a flat fee. It's very smart for me in my situation because if something happens, I can't leave in the middle of the night when she's asleep to go and get groceries. But if I need it for the next morning, I can order it then. But we always get the same guy that does the deliveries. And bless him, he's so kind. Like for the first 6 months, I couldn't tell him that my husband had died. But I felt like I wanted to.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why. It was really weird.
Well, for all he knew, he was at work.
Yeah,
know?
exactly. And I wanted to be like, no,
Yeah.
it's not here. It's just
Yeah.
me. So he's been coming for months, and he obviously, like, Luna comes to the door and she always wants to see what food's arrived. She's not, unfortunately, it's not him. It's more the truck and the food. But he's a great guy. He's so kind. And every time he tries to make an effort with her and he sticks his hand out for a high five. But Luna, my 2-year-old, is just honestly not that great with goodbyes and hellos, is she? Like, she gets a bit funny. She gets a bit shy. And he just leaves his hand out there, bro.
Just hanging. Just
Just
waiting.
hanging. And she just won't. And every time he does this.
Oh.
And it's gotten to the point now where I'm getting a bit mad at him.
Yeah.
I want to be like, fucking stop it.
Yeah.
She doesn't want a high
Just
five.
remember, she's not the high five girly.
So sometimes I just lean over and slap his hand.
Oh my gosh.
So awkward.
I don't know what's worse, leaving him hanging or you high fiving him.
Do you think I shouldn't have?
It's pretty weird. I think it's weird. If you bent down on the ground, if he was doing it at ground level for Luna and you.
He's down on ground level. I haven't then bent down. Well, I might have been because I was standing with her, and then I'm trying to model the behaviour you want to see is what you say to me.
Oh, yeah. Goodness gracious. Anyway, did that go down well?
Nah, she still hasn't high-fived him and it's just still awkward.
Oh, bless
Yeah, no.
him.
But actually thinking about that, deliveries, I believe there are 2 types of people in the world. And we are one of each.
Yeah.
One, when you get an Uber Eats delivery or a Pizza Hut, Hell's Pizza, whatever, comes to your door, you're a person like Sarah, and she runs out there to greet them. Oh, g'day. How are you? She's chatting, she's getting the food, she's making small talk, she's trying to make them laugh. Or you're like me and you positively hide until they've dropped it at the door and left, and then you will go out and grab the items.
I don't think there's anything wrong with either of those, but yeah, we definitely. What the hell was that? A delivery driver? Hello. But yeah, if we've ordered Uber Eats, I'm always the one out the gate.
We do. I say that. I'm like, oh, off you go, Sarah. Here he is.
Yeah. All right, how's your day?
Whereas me, I have a leave it door, don't knock.
Right.
And I just let them put it there and then they've gone and then I go and collect it.
It must be the couple of drinks for me because at home, I don't talk to them.
Oh.
We've got the leave at door thing. It sort of came in during COVID times. They just started leaving it at the door and we just kept that going.
Right. So you're only like that when you drink.
Yeah, probably. Isn't everyone a bit friendlier when they drink?
I don't know.
I don't know. Gal, I have honestly had enough of you and Schitt's Creek.
Oh, here we go.
What is this? Sound the alarms.
It's you. You always say this. I'm going to have a menty bee. So I thought I'd get a menty bee alarm put in.
Absolute menty bee. Oh my gosh. You and your bloody Schitt's Creek. I just have to tell everyone that I don't even know where to begin. I'm so annoyed right now.
So what she's annoyed about is me and my friend Hayley. We love the Netflix series or whatever it's on, Schitt's Creek. It's so funny. Dan and Eugene Levy starring it. They're a father-son in real life as well. It has so many great quotes.
Yeah.
And so me and Hayley sometimes quote it to each other.
They literally act like nobody else in the whole entire world has ever seen Schitt's Creek. They bring it up all the time. Oh, look at my little chicken cutlets.
That's the cutlets, John.
They always talk about these damn cutlets. And honestly, it just drives me nuts because I actually like Schitt's Creek and I've seen it probably at least 3 times, I reckon.
When you say the whole series, you've watched it through 3 times?
Yes, I would say so.
Then why don't you ever join in?
Because I just don't think it's like that funny to say chicken cutlets all the time. I just don't think it's funny.
It's the way she says it, chicken cutlet.
Yeah.
It's a chicken cutlet.
Like it was funny when I watched it, but I don't want to like bloody do it all day.
Well, then the other day she bloody embarrassed herself big time though.
Oh,
she had a right minty bee because I said to Hayley, paint me like one of your French ladies.
Admittedly, I was tuned out a little bit scrolling and I thought they were bloody doing a Moira Rose reenactment again. And I said,
and what did you say?
Shut up. I know. I've actually seen it too and I don't care. Like I just don't want to hear about all these bloody things anymore. I'd honestly had enough.
Oh, she had
Yeah.
a minty bee.
Yeah.
Full noise minty bee. Mental breakdown, Sarah.
Yeah.
And we let her just go for it. And then I go,
Oh my God.
I said, oh, that's actually a quote from Titanic.
Oh my God.
She was so embarrassed.
Yeah, but it's because you put on your bloody Moira Rose voice when you did it, I reckon. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to save that alarm. And next time one of us have, it's what we did at work. You call them features.
Oh.
Like at work, there was one called Things I Hate. And so when you had something for that, you play off the intro. So maybe that could be a thing we do now, having a menty bee, a mental breakdown. Hope that's not offensive to anyone.
Oh, shoot. Me too.
We
can
Let us
ponder
know
on
if it
that.
is. Let us know if we need to rethink the wording on that. Final thoughts. Last week, I was ill-prepared, but I left you with a joke. Did you like my joke?
Yeah, not
What's
bad.
the difference between a good joke and bad joke?
Timing. I just smacked myself
She
in
did
the
like
face.
it.
Sure. I actually had some final thoughts and I have consulted with my best friend, Schitt, and we have come up with some thoughts together. It was mainly because I was talking to it about what do I want to say today about all our stuff around the redundancies. So I actually got it to pull together. Oh, it's funny you wrote your own poem because me and ChatGPT also wrote a little bit of a.
You have a poem.
I wouldn't say it's a poem. It's a bit of a.
Is it about cutlets?
It's a bit of a monologue. I guess.
Oh God. Okay, poor
I
drink.
know, and I'm actually feeling really like, what's that word?
Self-conscious.
Yeah, I don't know, but a bit vulnerable. Anyway, ChatGPT helped me come up with this. So if you're going through something at work right now, whether it's redundancy or you're just feeling a bit underappreciated in your job, here is what
Listen
I
up,
want you to
Luna.
know. You are not your job. You might love it. You might have built something incredible. You might have given everything to it, but your value doesn't disappear when a company decides you're no longer required. Redundancy doesn't mean you weren't good enough. It means that the structure couldn't hold the weight of what you were bringing to the table. And sometimes it's easier for them to cut something brilliant than figure out how to actually support its true value. You don't owe anyone your piece. You don't have to smile through it. You don't have to reapply for the job that already knew your worth. You can cry, you can rage, you can smash those golf balls, you can eat your brunch and say, fuck it, I'm done. Just do what feels right. And one day, whether it's 6 months from now or a year, you'll look back and think, thank God that ended when it did, because look what it made room for. So be gentle with yourself, be honest with your people, and remember, your job is something you do. It's not who you are. And as always, we've got you, besties.
Oh, she tied us into it at the end. That was classy. I guess we just say goodbye then.
Feels a bit somber, eh?
It does. On next week, I was hoping at one point we could talk about bad parenting moments, but just the swearing edition. Like if we could just talk about times your kids basically sworn when they shouldn't have, because I did something the other day and Luna copied me and I was like, oh, no. But it reminded me of a few other stories from my nieces. So I thought if anyone's got any, send us a message. Send us a voice message would be awesome.
Yeah,
we'll play
love
it.
that.
Yeah, Bestie Boo Show on Instagram. As always, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Nice chatting
Well, they didn't say anything.
to you.
Oh, to me. Cool.
With the people.
With the people.
See you guys.
Ka kite anō.